Hello everyone, welcome back. We have already studied what is interpolation. In today's class, we shall go into a definite formula to find the interpolating polynomial or interpolation method, and that is the Newton's interpolation formula. Newton's interpolation formula comes in two versions. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. therefore keeping both the concepts of forward difference and backward difference, we have two types of interpolation formula given by Newton, and that is Newton's forward interpolation formula and Newton's backward interpolation formula. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನಿರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಅಂತ. The question is, I have a set of data points. Given the set of data points, I am supposed to find out a function which matches with the data points, and then we need to find the value of that particular function at a particular point which is not one of the data points. So this is what is required for me, and particularly Newton's interpolation formula apply ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ we insist that the data points, the x coordinates ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, they must be equally placed. So that placement I have taken as h. So what is given to us? A function f of x. The values it takes at these points are given. The points are x0 plus h, x0 plus 2h, so on to x0 plus n times h. And the values at these points are y0, y1, y2 to yn. These are the data points given to us. So two things to observe here. ಏನೇನು observe ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? There are data points given to us, x values and y values, values of the function at particular points are given, and the points are equally placed. In this case, we can put our Newton's forward interpolation formula. And if we require to evaluate this function at any point x, where x is equal to x0 plus ph, p is any real number. Somewhere in between these data points, x0 ಮತ್ತೆ x0 plus h ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it will be at some distance from x0, and that distance I have taken as x0 plus p times h. x0 plus h ಆದರೆ it is going to be the second point. x0 plus 2h ಆದರೆ it is going to be the third point, but it is somewhere in between these. Therefore p can be, it need not be 1 2 3, it will not be 1 2 3, it will be some fractional number. In that case, the Newton's forward interpolation formula is given by, this is the Newton's interpolation formula is given by f of x0 plus h is equal to y0 plus p into delta y0 plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y0 plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y0 plus so on till where you want the polynomial or till where you can write the polynomial. Okay, so this is called as the Newton's forward interpolation formula. If you closely observe, ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, I am evaluating the function at the point x. x is nothing but x0 plus ph. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಬೇಕು? y0, that is the value of the function at x0, that is given to be y0, into delta y0. Delta y0 is got from the forward difference table, plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y0. This is also got from the forward difference table. After I calculate this, delta cube y0 is also got from the forward difference table. So all these forward differences are got from the forward difference table. Therefore, up to you can find the forward differences, your formula will exist. Delta cube ಬರೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಪವರ್ 4 ವರೆಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಪವರ್ 4 ವರೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Or if you require only till delta power 4, you can cut the formula up to delta power 4. So this is called as the Newton's forward interpolation formula or Newton's forward difference interpolation formula because it uses the forward difference table. Adhe tara, we have the Newton's backward difference interpolation formula also. The requirements are the same. I want a function y is equal to f of x, which takes the values y0, y1 to yn corresponding to the points x0, x0 plus h, x0 plus 2h to x0 plus nh. And the same thing we want to evaluate the function f of x at any point x. Because I am using the backward differences ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ y ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ those are the only differences which are going to remain in my backward difference table. Therefore backward difference works in the backward direction. So given a point x where I want to evaluate my function, I will interpret x in terms of the last point. If we observe what we have done for the forward difference interpolation formula, it is over here. I have interpreted x in terms of the first point. First point in ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ because in my forward difference formula I use only the differences at the first point. First order, second order, third order differences at the first point. Whereas when I work with backward interpolation formula, I will interpret the point x last point in the ಎಷ್ಟು distance allide anta ನಾವು evaluate ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. Therefore x is written as xn plus some p times h, where p can be any real number. It can be 1 by 3, it can be 2 by 3. xn plus 2 by 3 times h, xn minus 1 by 3 times h, and so on. In this case, the backward difference interpolation formula is given by, this is the backward difference interpolation formula. F of xn plus ph over here, that is equal to yn plus p times del yn. You can see the difference now. We are interpreting the entire formula in terms of the last point. Yn plus p into, this becomes del yn plus p into p plus 1 by 2 factorial times del square yn plus p into p plus 1 into p plus 2 by 3 factorial into del cube yn plus so on. This is called as the Newton's backward interpolation formula. So this is how we write both the formula. Idralli first point idella differences ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. First value of y, the differences are taken. Here the last value of y, the differences are taken. And if you observe, there is no p over here. When I have first order differences, I have one term. So delta power 1 idre it is p here. When delta square comes, I have two terms and 2 factorial. P into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial. When delta cube comes, I have 3 terms divided by 3 factorial. So if you can assume what happens at delta power 4, right, I'll have 4 terms divided by 4 factorial. 4 terms ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3. That is how the pattern is going. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈ ನಂಬರ್. Divided by 4 factorial would be the next term. Same thing in the backward difference interpolation formula also. If it is del power 1, I have one term over here. If it is del square, I have 2 terms divided by 2 factorial. If it is del cube, I have 3 terms divided by 3 factorial, plus it goes on like that. This is called as Newton's backward interpolation formula. Now why do we require these two formulae? Newton's forward interpolation formula ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if I have a set of data points given to me, exactly I will come to this table. This is a data given to me. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಪೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ we are using the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Suppose this is my table. I want to find the value of the function at the ending of the table or after the last point. 4 ಮತ್ತೆ 5 ಮಧ್ಯ, ಇಲ್ಲ 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಮಧ್ಯ, or after 5, 6, 7, 8 ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ we are using the Newton's backward difference interpolation formula. So let's go to the problems one by one. The first problem, find f of 1.4 from the following data. This is the data given to me. Now, ಯಾವ ತರ data ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ I think you have an idea now. These are the given values of x, these are the given values of y. Sometimes ಇಲ್ಲಿ f of x ಅಂತಾದ್ರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲ y ಅಂತಾದ್ರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. Don't get confused with that. Y ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is also meant as f of x. Y is equal to f of x is the way we write the function. Because ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು y0, y1, y2, y3, y4 ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ y ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. These points are x0, x1, x2, x3 and x4. Therefore, these values are from x0 to x4 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I can apply the Newton's forward difference formula because I can the points are equally spaced. We have to find the value of f of x at x is equal to 1.4. The question asked is to find the value of f of x at x is equal to 1.4. Therefore, 1.4 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಬಾ, it comes in between 1 and 2. Therefore, it is at the beginning of the table. Therefore, we can use the Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. Once that is done, once we are decided ಯಾವ formula use ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ, forward difference ಅಂತ decide ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ we shall write the forward difference table. Forward difference table, we have already done it in the last class. ಯಾವ ತರ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, all the x values are written in the first column, all the y values are written in the second column. Then how do we take the differences? Bottom to top differences. Because we are in forward difference table, delta, delta square, delta cube and delta power 4. And how do we write these differences? First order differences ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ? 26 minus 10 is 16, 58 minus 26 is 32, 112 minus 58 is 54, 194 minus 112 is 82, 32 minus 16 is 16, 54 minus 32, 82 minus 54, 22 minus 16 is 6, 28 minus 22 is 6, and 6 minus 6 is going to give me 0. Therefore, this is our forward difference table. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು highlight ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I will come back to why I have highlighted. Once we are done with the forward difference table, now I should put these data in my interpolation formula. Interpolation formulaದಲ್ಲಿ table ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೋಣ. So this is the formula what I have. Okay. I require the differences y0, delta y0, delta square and delta cube. I also require the value of p. Therefore, what is p? x0 in the ಎಷ್ಟು distance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ point ಇದೆ, that is the value of p. Therefore, we shall write whatever is given to us, given that x is equal to 1.4. The first point x0 is 1. The first point of the function y0 is equal to 10. h ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಯಾವ ತರ, what is the spacing between the points, x values the spacing ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, if they are equal, then ಯಾವ್ದು ಎರಡನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು we are going to get the same spacing. For some particular sake, I have taken it as the second point minus first point ಅಂತ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. 5 minus 4 ಕೂಡ same thing. 4 minus 3 is also 1. 3 minus 2 is also 1. 2 minus 1 is also 1. Therefore, the spacing is 1. Now, x ಗೆ ಬರೋಣ ನಾವು. X is written as x0 plus ph. X is 1.4. I shall substitute. Equal to x0 is the first point, that is 1. P ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, plus p into h is nothing but 1. Rearrange and simplify, you are getting p as equal to 0.4. Therefore, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ p ಕೂಡ ಸಿಕ್ತು. And what are these differences? If you remember, when we had done the forward difference table, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? These are the differences at y0. This is y0 itself. This is delta y0. First order forward difference at y0. This is the second order forward difference at y0, third order forward difference at y0, and fourth order forward difference at y0. Therefore, all these differences are required in my formula. Therefore, I have highlighted all these differences. y0, delta y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0, and delta power 4 y0. Therefore, y0 to the differences ella, they come in a diagonal, top diagonal. Starting from y0 up to, you can draw this diagonal. Diagonal, everything is coming in our Newton's forward interpolation formula. So I have written them. Delta y0 is 16. This is 16. Delta square y0 is also 16. delta cube y naught is 6 and delta power y naught is 0. Substitute in the forward difference interpolation formula. We have written the formula. F of x naught plus ph is equal to, this is the formula I have. Substitute one by one, y naught is substituted. F of x naught plus ph is nothing but the value where I am finding out, that is f of 1.4. That is equal to, what is y naught? Substitute for y naught is 10, p is 0.4, delta y naught is 16 plus p is 0.4, this is 0.4 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial, delta square 16 is 6, delta square y naught is 16. Same thing, substitute for p minus 1 and this is p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught is 6. Delta power 4 y naught illide, but because it is 0, I don't have to write all the remaining terms because anyway it is going to be 0. Therefore, up to I can write the forward difference table, or up to I have non-zero terms, I can use this formula. So simplify everything. All you have to do is multiply carefully, and 2 factorial is 2. What is 3 factorial? 3 factorial is nothing but 3 into 2 into 1. Therefore, 3 into 2 into 1 is 6. Therefore, this 6 and this 6 is going to get cancelled. Simplify them. This is the answer. 14.864 is the answer what we get. This is how we use the Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. The second one also works in the similar way. I'll just read out the question to you. Evaluate y is equal to e power 2x for x is equal to 0.05 from the following table. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇಸ್ y is equal to e power 2x. y is equal to e power 2x ಕೆಲವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೊಡದೇ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? 0.05 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Using these values, I have to find the value of y is equal to e power 2x at x is equal to 0.05. Okay. The same thing we are doing now. First equally placed a node kodi. Equally spaced ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ we can use the forward difference or backward difference formula. X is asked at 0.05. 0.05 ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? It comes here. 0 ಮತ್ತೆ 0.1 ಮಧ್ಯೆ 0.05 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So it is at the beginning of the table, so that we can use Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು forward difference table ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Once the forward difference table is written, then ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? We will write all that is required for our formula. ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? x naught, y naught, what is the value of h, what is the value of p, x is equal to x naught plus ph ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು p ಅನ್ನ. ಏನು ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ph ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು x naught, if I move that side, it becomes x minus x naught equal to ph, and that h, if I divide, p becomes equal to x minus x naught by h. Substitute x naught, h ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. Therefore, we are finding p. And then write the forward differences. Forward differences now ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ? They are taken on the top diagonal. y naught, delta y naught, delta square y naught, delta cube y naught, and delta power 4 y naught. Therefore, my formula will have terms up to delta power 4 y naught. Okay, now ಬರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ. It will have terms up to delta power 4 y naught. So, delta power 4 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? p minus 1, p minus 2, p minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 y naught. I have written this here. p minus 1, p minus 2, p minus 3 by 4 factorial. And what is 4 factorial? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Substitute everything. P ಮತ್ತೆ forward differences ಎಲ್ಲ simplify. The answer is going to be 1.010516. Round off ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು. That is 1.1052. How do we round off? I hope you have done that in the first unit. Similarly, this is one more problem. The value of sin x are given below for different values of x. Find the value of sin 32 degree. X values ಗೆ what are the values of sin x are given? 30 degree ಅಲ್ಲಿ sin value ಏನು, 35 degree ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು, 40 degree ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು, 45 degree ಅಲ್ಲಿ sin value ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I'm asked to find the value of sine at 32 degree. 32 degree ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Now we are smart enough. We'll just see if they are equally placed. Yes, they are equally placed. 30, 35, 40, 45. And what is the difference? It is 5 degree, right? And 32 comes in the beginning of the table, so that we are using Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. The moment we decide we are using forward difference interpolation formula, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? We have to write the forward difference table. Once the forward difference table is written, now our question is to apply the formula. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? All the delta differences ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ p value ಬೇಕು. To find p, I require many things. X ಬೇಕು, x is I am asked to find at 32 degree. X naught ಬೇಕು, x naught is 30 degree. Y naught is 0.5. P get necessary ಇಲ್ಲ, but we will write it. H ಬೇಕು, H is x1 minus x naught. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಎರಡು consecutive points to difference ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. And always remember, it is not 30 minus 35, it is 35 minus 30. Everything works from bottom to top, all differences. So 35 minus 30 degree is 5 degree. Then P, we have written the formula, that is x minus x naught by h. Therefore x, there I am asked, that is 32 degree minus x naught is 30 degree divided by h is 5 degree. 32 minus 30 is 2. 2 by 5 is going to be 0.4. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ in my formula it is not necessary that I write degree. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ I have not written the degree formula. Degree sign ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, because it is understood that the value of this is in degrees, and to avoid unnecessary terms in my formula. Okay, so I have written all the forward differences. Mele top diagonal in the all the forward differences we have written. This is delta y naught, delta square y naught, and delta cube y naught. We have written from the table. P ittu, all the differences are written. Time to apply in our formula now. Forward difference interpolation formula is given by this. Substitute for P and also for all the forward differences. We are going to get the value for sine 32 degree. Remember, all these are approximations, but then the value of the actual answer will be somewhere around this number only. So this is one more formula on forward, one more problem on forward differences. Now the next one, that is a little different from the previous problem. We'll see how this is different from the previous problem. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, marks versus students is given. Marks ಹೇಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Marks in between 30 to 40, 40 to 50 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ, 50 to 60 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 60 to 70 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 70 to 80 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. The question is, find the number of students who have obtained marks in between 40 and 45. Okay, 40 and 45 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 40 to 45 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 40 to 50 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, 40 to 45 ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ರೇಂಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ. 30 to 40 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, 40 to 50 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು 40 to 45, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ these are not points given to me. Okay, this is just the data in the range given to me. Okay, therefore ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ನಮಗೆ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು then we shall see how to find the number of students who obtain marks between 40 and 45. Okay, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ವೈ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಈ 30 to 40 ಇದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 31 ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So what we are doing is, we are constructing something called as the cumulative frequency table. Cumulative frequency table ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ 30 to 40 ವರೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ I have 31 students. We are just adding up the previous classes over here. So what is the first upper bounds ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದು. upper bound ಏನು? 30 to 40. Therefore what we shall write now is the value of the students who have got marks less than 40 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ ಏನು 50. Therefore number of students who have got marks less than 50 ಎಷ್ಟು, 60 ಎಷ್ಟು, 70 ಎಷ್ಟು, 80 ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 40 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 30 to 40 ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, those are only less than 40. Therefore the students are 31 number of students are there. 50 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ, 30 to 40 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 40 to 50 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore less than 50 means all these students, all these 31 plus 42 students will come. Therefore there are less than 50 ಅಂದ್ರೆ there are totally 73 students. 31 plus 42 is 73. ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್ 60 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ 30 to 40 ಇರ್ಬೋದು, 40 to 50 ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ 50 to 60 ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. Therefore the number of students less than 60 is 31 plus 42 plus 51, that is nothing but 124. Number of students less than 70 andre all these four are to be added up, that is 159. Number of students less than 80 and marks less than 80 andre all these will come who have got marks less than 80. Therefore 80 number of students with marks less than 80 is the sum of all these numbers, that is 190. Now we have a table for which we can apply the interpolation formula. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ರೇಂಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 40 ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, that we will deal later. Now we have a data point, set of data points which is suitable to apply our formula. So once we are done with this, we will write the forward difference table. These are the values of x, these are the values of y. Now ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರೋಣ. So values of x are 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Values of y are 31, 73, 124, 159 and 190. This is the forward difference table we have written. I hope you can go through the forward difference table. Once forward difference table is given to us, ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕದ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕದ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್, it is not asked for us here. 40 to 45 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ one thing is that we can assume that we can use the forward difference, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ. Okay, or else you can try with the backward difference also. So apply the formula. ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು, these are all the differences. First order forward difference, the different order forward differences. Upper top diagonal ಬರುತ್ತೆ y naught, delta y naught, delta square, delta cube y naught, delta power 4 y naught ವರೆಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ. And value of p ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ p is nothing but x minus x naught by h. X is 45, y have taken 45, x naught is anyway 40. The first point of x is x naught, that is 40. x ಯಾಕೆ 45 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು? The question asked is the number of students who have obtained the marks between 40 and 45 ವರೆಗೆ. Therefore ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ the upper bound is 45. Here cumulative frequency ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು upper bounds ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ the upper bound is 45. Therefore we shall take x as equal to 45 now. x equal to 45 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? x equal to 45 andre the number of students, I'll be getting the number of students who have scored marks less than 45. 45 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, so that we are using the forward difference interpolation formula. So once that is done, x ಇದೆ, x naught ಇದೆ, calculate the value of p, that is x minus x naught by h. What is h? The difference in the values of x, consecutive values of x ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So 60 minus 50 ಆದ್ರೂ 10, 70 minus 60 ಆದ್ರೂ 10, 80 minus 70 ಆದ್ರೂ 10. Therefore the value of h is 10 for me. Okay, so x minus x naught by h, 45 minus 40 by h is nothing but 10. 45 minus 40 is 5, 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. Once we have the value of p, we shall substitute in the formula. p ಇದೆ. So if you see delta power 4 ವರೆಗೆ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ formula, p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 by 4 factorial. Substitute the values of p and the values of the forward differences and simplify. The answer you're going to get as 47.87. ಇದೇನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ? x is 45 ಅಂತ ತಗೋಲ್ಲ, x ಏನು 45 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Therefore the number of students with marks less than 45 is this much. ಇದನ್ನ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ it cannot be a fraction. The number of students cannot be a fraction, and this is close to 48 than 47. Therefore The number of students with marks less than 45 ಅದನ್ನ round off ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು we'll write it as 48. Now what we have got, less than 45 ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಬಂತು. Okay, I want who have obtained marks between 40 to 45 ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 45 ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 45 ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಬಂತು ನನಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 40ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 40ಗಿಂತ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒಬ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 45 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ರೇಂಜ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರ್ ಟು ವೇರ್. ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 45 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ 30 to 45. ಓಕೆ, but I want only from 40 to 45. Therefore 30 to 40 ಅನ್ನ minus ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ I will get from 40 to 45. Therefore I will take this number of students with marks less than 45 is totally there are 48 students. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 30 to 40 ಅನ್ನ minus ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ 40 to 45 ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore the number of students with marks less than 40 is 31. So the number of students with marks in between 40 and 45 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 40ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. So 48 minus 31, that is 16. This is our 17. Sorry, this is our answer for the problem. So here what we have done, we have written the cumulative frequency table and then we have solved our given problem. The next few problems I shall discuss in the next video. Thank you for watching.